This is the story of the Light of Noorpur. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, there lived a 9-year-old boy named Hamza. He was an orphan, but that didn't dampen his spirit. He had a grandmother who loved him more than anything, and the whole village loved him too. They admired his bright smile and how he always offered to help others. Every morning he would wake up before sunrise and help his grandmother with the household chores. Then he would put on his sandals, grab his books, and walk barefoot to school. On the way, he often stopped to help the villagers. He would fetch water for the old folks, feed the cows and goats, or mend a broken fence. The entire village was like a second family to Hamza, and he cherished every moment spent here. One day, a powerful storm hit the village. It was the worst the villagers had ever seen. Winds howled, rain poured, and thunder roared. When the storm finally passed, a horrifying silence descended upon the village. The bridge that connected them to the town was broken. The road was impassable. Soon, food and medicine stopped coming into the village. Within a few days, many villagers fell sick. The children were the most vulnerable, and soon many of them, along with the elders, were bedridden. Hamza's grandmother was also very sick. Looking at her pale face, he knew he had to do something. Then he remembered a nearly forgotten forest trail that led to the town. It was a dangerous route, but it was their only hope. So early in the morning, when everyone was asleep, Hamza set out on his journey. He took some food with him and left a note for his grandmother. No one knew where he was going, but they would soon find out. The forest was dark and gloomy. Mud splashed onto Hamza's legs. Thorns pricked his arms, and the sound of some wild animals sent shivers down his spine. But he kept going. He remembered all the sick people waiting for him back in the village. After what felt like hours, he finally saw the town in the distance. When the townspeople saw him, they were initially scared. But when they heard his story, their hearts melted. A doctor and some other kind-hearted people agreed to help. Together, they loaded up a cart with food, medicine, and blankets and set off for Noorpur. When they arrived, the villagers were overjoyed. They couldn't believe their little hero had brought them so much relief. Hamza's grandmother was the happiest of all. She hugged him tightly and thanked him for being so brave. From that day on, Hamza became the hero of Noorpur. His story was a reminder that even the smallest among us can bring the biggest change, and that true strength comes not from our muscles, but from our bravery, kindness, and selflessness. The end.